You cut your finger on a piece of glass right now. You walk to a drawer, peel open a small strip of plastic, and forget about it by dinner. No thought, no fear, just a bandage and a shrug. For 99% of human history, that same cut could kill you. No antibiotics, no stitches, no hospital down the road. Just infection creeping in, with nothing standing between a scratch and a slow death. Except the people around you. So how did our ancestors survive childbirth, broken bones, gangrene, and disease for hundreds of thousands of years with absolutely no modern medicine? The answer starts in a cave in Iraq, with a man who should not have been alive. In 1957, archaeologist Ralph Selecki was excavating Shanidar Cave when he uncovered the skeleton of a Neanderthal, now known as Shanidar I. This man had a withered right arm, amputated near the elbow. He was likely partially blind from a crushing skull injury. He walked with a severe limp from a healed leg fracture, and later, research even found bone growths that would have left him mostly deaf. Any one of these injuries should have ended a hunter-gatherer's life fast. He carried all of them at once, and lived into his late 30s or 40s, decades past the injury that started it all. That kind of survival isn't luck. It's logistics. Someone chewed his food when his jaw couldn't manage it. Someone walked slower so he could keep up. Someone kept him alive. So what happens when the injury isn't a fall, but a deliberate cut? In 2020, on the Indonesian island of Borneo, a team led by archaeologist Tim Maloney excavated a burial inside Liang Tibo Cave and found something that rewrote the surgical history books. A young person, roughly 31,000 years ago, had the lower part of their left leg amputated. Cleanly, surgically, almost certainly as a child. The bone showed no crush marks, no animal bite, no sign of infection. Just a clean, angled cut that healed. That person didn't just survive the operation. They lived another 6 to 9 years afterward, on a stump, in dense rainforest, surrounded by exactly the kind of bacteria that makes even modern amputations dangerous. Someone on that island understood anatomy well enough to avoid the arteries that would have killed their patient in minutes. Here's where it gets strange. Everyone assumes ancient medicine meant guesswork and superstition. The evidence says otherwise. In 1991, hikers found a 5,300-year-old body frozen in the Stal Alps, now known as Z. Researchers studying his remains, led by Albert Zink, found he was carrying dried birch polypore fungus, a substance now confirmed to have antibacterial and antiparasitic properties. Tucked into his gear like a field first aid kit, he had whipworm eggs in his gut. He also had 61 tattoos, and roughly 80% of them sit directly on modern acupuncture points used to treat joint and abdominal pain, nearly 2,000 years before acupuncture supposedly appears in China. This wasn't a man randomly chewing bark